What is up, Topher? Welcome to episode 529 of Community Universe Mode and edition number 19 of NGW, the place where the future stars of CMV are shaped. And we are most definitely seeing that truly personified in this opening matchup. We got not one, not two, but three debuts in a single matchup. The young, up-and-coming superstars of tomorrow here in the form of Jay Young, Johnny Sabin, and JT Smooth. Looking to tear up that ring. Yo, what up, Z? Zen? I guess it's not just a Topher show after all. I guess this Tuesday is a slow one for people. I feel like people are actually out and trick-or-treating. And that's why they aren't here. Oh, Bateman, you slippery little biscuit. Oh, we've definitely got a packed show as always. And tonight, that is very true indeed, because our main event going to be a preview, guys, of in 2 weeks' time, the main event of NGW's first ever pay-per-view Departure coming early. It was last week that Jacob Anderson, of course, the number one contender for the NGW Championship, came down and attacked NGW champion TZ Mask before his match with Jeremy Alexander, leading Alexander, guys, to capitalize and hand TZ Mask his first ever loss. Certainly a great many jaws were dropped last week after that 1-2-3 pinfall. And none more astonished, surely, than TZ Mask himself, who all week long has claimed his vengeance will be swift, demanding that he get Jacob Anderson in the ring tonight. A non-title matchup. Question is, though, will Anderson rue the day that he got on the bad side of TZ Mask? Is there truly a good side to TZ Mask, though? That's the question. The bulldozer, the bully of NGW, is certainly pissed off, and well, a pissed off TZ Mask is bad news for everybody else on the roster. But here we are getting our first look at the British-born Jay Young, who I am very excited to see in this matchup. He's been vocal all week long on Twitter as well, pining for this opportunity to showcase his abilities. What up, Hellish? And at GOAT. Tenra is booked tonight. Going to be going one-on-one with one of the Ali brothers. I don't remember which one. I think Abraham. These two have the same themes, though. Well, Jay Young, a little bit of a magic trick there as he comes floating out of the ring, just literally walking on air. Is that Jesus, the reincarnation of the Christ our Lord? But here now is the very exciting Johnny Sabin. May have seen him at various other promotions, but he's finally made his way to CMV and to NGW. Of course, also tonight, guys, the women's division again will take to the stage 6 more female competitors and a triple threat tag team matchup, just like last week, where, of course, Piper Fox and Sunny Octave were victorious. And those two will meet the winners, I should say, of tonight's 3-way tag next week, as the tournament to crown the inaugural NGW Women's Champion continues, concluding, of course, at Departure in 2 weeks, November the 10th. As last but not least for this triple threat, going to be the big man of the bout, JT Smooth. Going to be interested to see indeed how he handles the speed and agility of Young and Sabin. Tonight, guys, we're also going to get the season debut of Ryan Riley, former NGW champion, going to be here and taking on the debuting Jared Leon. Very, very good show here tonight indeed. But right now, only one of these three superstars going to be able to outshine the others and try and impress General Manager Ken Donahue. Of course, guys, with departure on the horizon, everybody on the NGW roster scrambling to be a part of that history-making event, NGW's first ever pay-per-view. The night before Fusion's Retaliation pay-per-view. That is going to be a packed weekend. I cannot wait. At departure, we know Jacob Anderson will challenge TZ Match for the NGW Championship tonight in our main event. A preview of that. It's non-title, but TZ just looking to make Jacob Anderson pay for what happened last week. What's Sabin doing here in the corner? Just watching, just hanging out. There he goes. Now he's starting to move. I guess a good strategy, allowing JT Smooth to take out Young there. Now Sabin going to close in. The pink-haired warrior here. Wasting no time. Ooh, but JT just immediately taking out both of his opponents almost with ease. Also at departure, guys, along with crowning a first ever NGW Women's Champion, we know we will crown new NGW Tag Team Champions. And I have been told officially, Ken Donahue announcing that it is going to be a fatal four-way elimination tag team matchup to crown new NGW Tag Team Champions. And our illustrious GM announcing that the first team, or rather first man, to be a part of that match will be Brett Curtis, who of course advanced in the tournament towards the end of last season, but his tag team partner Gareth Northgate been unable to find him, has Mr. Donahue. So Brett Curtis going to have the ability to choose his own partner. Man, JT Smooth taking the entire top rope with him as he's got Jay Young caught up in this powerbomb. Just going to keep him up there. I think he's trying to skip the top rope. Man, this match has been glitch-riddled indeed. Irish whip down to the corner. You see Johnny Sabin as we join the fight. Sabin just throwing himself at these two. Not so much good, though. Now just kicking out the shin of Jay Young. Going to pay for it with a Southern Light suplex attempt. Jesus, these guys just not giving each other a second to breathe. Up to a vertical position, Johnny Sabin with an Irish whip to Jay Young, the British-born Jay Young. Almost caught those double knees to the back, but now the Irish whip to the corner. Gonna get that knee right to the gut. JT has regained his composure. Slides under the bottom rope, back into the squared circle. Going after that powerbomb. Maybe this time he'll actually hit it. And not just once, not even just two times, but three times JT Smooth trying to put Jay Young through the canvas, I do believe, but did not see that kick to the shin coming by Sabin, who now rakes the eyes. A little bit of a dirty heel tactic there by Sabin. Unexpected, if I do say so. Not that I know Johnny Sabin very well, it just doesn't strike me as the kind of guy to do that kind of ish. How about that drive-by kick, though? Nothing quite like getting a boot right to the side of your head, and as JT Smooth's distracted, setting up Sabin for his finishing maneuver, does not see that dragon suplex coming, but wow, look at the strength of Jay Young there. Wouldn't look at Young and immediately think he's the kind of guy to be hitting military suplexes, dropping it into a double knee gutbuster even. Well, all these guys are desperately battling for control, trying to keep the others down, but a triple threat matchup, you always know it's going to be wild action all over the place. And look at this, Johnny Sabin Mamma mia! And I think Jay Young may have very well just been eliminated from this match. It's not actually elimination. It's first fall to a finished pin or submission in the ring, but apron DDT, and Young is taking a nap right now as Johnny Saban's lining up. JT Smooth through the ropes, tornado DDTs galore. Well, Jay Young somehow has gotten back to his feet. Respect for that, but don't know that he's all there. How can he be all there? Well, JT Smooth is certainly on Dream Street as we speak. Johnny Saban keeping his focus on Jay Young. NGW getting that upgrade, fam, you know. Back into the ring, Saban obviously knowing he can only go for a pin or submission inside of the squared circle, guys. But our first tweet of the evening. Oh, wait a minute. Johnny Saban locking in a cross arm breaker here on Jay Young. Is Jay Young going to tap? No, JT Smooth just watching as well. He better be careful, though. If Jay Young would have tapped there, he would have lost. It's not elimination again. I got to reiterate. Wow, JT Smooth and Jay Young teaming up for a snapshot. Absolutely nasty double team maneuver. That tweet I was talking about, guys, coming from. Oh, wait a minute, I keep getting interrupted. Now JT Smooth with a backpack face buster. Such a thunderous collision with the canvas. That referee Pone here, they got knocked off his feet. 1, 2, 3, and Saban with that kip up tried to use whatever was left over in his tank to break up the pin in time, but was too late. JT Smooth gonna grab that W. And now I can hopefully read the tweet. The Arabian Hit Squad tweeting saying, Tenra, a hit has been put out and we will collect that payment. Indeed, up next, Abraham Ali taking on Tenra of the Misfits. JT Smooth arriving in NGW with an impressive victory picked up here. Oh, hello. How are you? Vintage 2K. Yep, I'm still here. J2 Smooth definitely seems like he is going to be a force to be reckoned with here on NGW. But I'll tell you, who proved to be a force to be reckoned with last week. Sorry, I got a little bit of itch on my nose here. Last week it was the Ali brothers, or as they are affectionately known as the Hit Squad, who certainly made their wrath felt when they attacked the Misfits before their scheduled match with the Armbar Society. Then, of course, leading to the Armbar Society picking the scraps and getting the victory. The Ali brothers then even beating the Armbar Society on a live event. So already they are proven to be a handful, but the Ali brothers said there has been a hit put out on the Misfits, not revealing who put out the hit. Of course, they wouldn't do that. Wouldn't reveal their clientele's personal information, but tonight it is just one-on-one. Abraham Ali taking on Tenra, but Tenra coming in hot, coming in fiery. Looking to get that payback for last week. Both men leaving their respective partners backstage, but Tenra looking to get an early advantage. Ali certainly did not see that coming. Of course, Tenra does have Rami Young in his corner. Looks like the mustache man a bit ticked off, and I don't blame him. Look at this now, locking in a camel clutch, and perhaps the Ali brothers took the wrong contract. Think they might regret messing with the Misfits. Ali's brother, though, Muhammad, and Tenra's tag team partner, Joseph Santos, both staying backstage. But man, we saw the fire in Tenra's eyes there, huh? He came in ready to fight. Ali was not ready for it. Looks like he's now bounced back, though. In control. Irish whip across the ring. Tries to charge him. Gets a chest full of turnbuckle, however, up against the ropes. Tenra battles back. Wow. failed neckbreaker attempt. Talk about a missed shot. Jake, no, it did not, my friend. That is the main event. Jacob Anderson will go one-on-one with TZ Mass non-title match. That is still to come. Look at that, though, out of the tree of woe, double knee backstabber. And Abraham is all over Tenra. I believe that Tenra might have let his emotions get the better of him, threw everything he had there at Ali before the match started, and now, obviously, he's gassed out a little bit. Still fighting, though. Wow, Ali even overpowering tonight. I believe Tenra's the taller, not by much, but look at this now, hammerlock, DDT. Absolutely nasty move, and Ali doesn't seem to be too impressed with Tenra's offense thus far. Big old clothesline into a lateral press as well. Only a 1 count though. Referee Poe Village and as ever Rami Young watching on as Tenra getting toward a new one, man. Can't seem to handle Ali's wrath right now. I don't know where the Ali brothers came from, but whoever gave them this contract to take out the Misfits obviously wants the job done brutally. Look at Ali work there. He just put both of his index finger and his middle finger right up Tenra's nostrils and wrenched back. That's the tactic of someone who isn't just out to beat his opponent, out to make them suffer. Tenra, though, going to escape that side headlock on the mat, gets up to his feet, but doesn't do him much good. Another hammerlock DDT by Abraham, this time into a pin. 1, 2, whoa. Okay, Rami just putting her hands on referee Poe. Rami pretty strong to pull out Poe. Poe got to be at least 160, 170 pounds. And Poe being very lenient on the Lady of the Misfits to not eject her. Of course, Rami, we're going to see her in-ring debut up next. She's a part of that women's triple threat tag team match. Abraham having to deal with the numbers game against him here, but hopefully Rami Young won't interfere again. Tenra, man, battling out of the corner. And look at that moonlight drive. Corkscrew neck breaker for the layman. Navigate a Michinoku driver. Will it transition into a pin at will? Tenra looking to catch Abraham off guard, but only a 1 count. Again, I believe Tenra might have exerted all of his energy with that pre-match attack on Abraham, and now he's paying for it, but might be down, not out. Big punch. Gonna send Ali down to the outside. What's up, Soul, you little boy? Taken by the headman, Tenra. Ignoring referee Poe's count already at 3. Ali now gets the upper hand again, just going to send Tenra flying all the way to the opposite side of the ringside area. Count of 4. Abraham pulls him to his feet, slowly, deliberately delivering his malicious offense. High kicks by Tenra. Both these guys, I think, just so involved with injuring each other. They're completely oblivious to Poe's count here. About to be 8, and there goes Tenra face first off the steel post, and Rami Young cannot do anything here lest she risk a disqualification, but Ali luckily going to ensure this match does not end by a count out. Going to keep the torment continuing. And there you see Ali obviously very impressed with his own handiwork so far in this match. Going for a pendulum backbreaker. Tenra showing his agility though, flipping out of it, and now a swinging neckbreaker. Brings him up to his feet, and oh boy, I think Ali's about to pay dearly for his insolence. Double knees to the upper back. Ali is reeling, and Tenra's on the offense. Kick to the midsection. Oh! Oh, brainbuster down onto the knee. 1, 2, 3. And Tenra gets a bit of payback for the Misfits after the Ali brothers cost them that match last week. An impressive matchup that certainly started fiery as Tenra just rushed down the ramp and attacked Abraham before the match started, but despite Ali being in control for the better part of the bout, able to come back late into it, thanks to an assist certainly by Rami Young ringside, and that brainbuster down onto the knee, certainly delivering the death blow. The contract, though, they hit is still out on the Misfits. It's something tells me the Ali brothers not going to be so easily defeated. A victory tonight for Tenra on the Misfits, but we'll just have to wait and see what happens next. Excuse me. But here we go, my fine feathered friends. It was last week that the NGW Women's Division made its debut in a hot and spicy triple threat tag team matchup at the beginning of a tournament to crown the inaugural NGW Women's Champion in 2 weeks, the 10th of November at Departure. That match, of course, being won by Piper Fox and Sunny Octave. Now we're about to find out which team they will meet next week, as the winning team then of that match will go one-on-one at the pay-per-view for the championship. And here we've certainly got quite the battle lineup. Alex Cole going to be teaming up with Kali Fria, as we have got Rami Young, whom we just saw ringside for Tenra, shackling up with Laura Wade, and then Kelsey Hayes, almost forgot there, but I remembered, standing side by side with probably the most unique looking, at least, of the NGW Women's Division, Rem Kokano. Kokone? Oh, it's Kokano. What are you, crazy? With these names that are pronounced in completely different ways than they're spelled? Well, as we saw in that triple threat tag team match last week, it was hectic as all hell, and I'm sure this matchup will be much of the same. Still to come, guys, we have got the debuting Jared Leon taking on former NGW champion Ryan Riley, and a preview of Departure as Jacob Anderson takes on NGW champion TZ Mass. With Departure on the horizon, where they will face off for the title. I'm very much looking forward to what happens in tonight's main event, but I can tell you this much, I do not envy Jacob Anderson, and I would not want to be in his boots. But here we go. Let's see what the Whammons can do. Definitely assure you that Piper Fox and Sunny Octave are watching very closely from the back. Very interesting and unique tournament that's been put together by General Manager Ken Donahue, forcing the women to team up with each other, knowing that eventually in the finals they'll have to face one-on-one. Right here we're getting a look at Alex Cole. Alex Cole going to be teaming up with Callie Faria, who apparently the NGW Universe immediately is taking a disliking to. They are not big fans. The women of NGW competing to hopefully one day get noticed by General Manager of Ferocity, CMV's all-women's show, Laura Sampson. And that's what NGW, of course, is all about for the men as well. Showcasing their skills, their abilities, impressing the higher-ups, and making it to the main roster, building themselves a legacy. So there's team number 1, Alex Cole and Callie Faria. As here comes team number 2. And completely the opposite of Faria, the NGW Universe already firmly behind Rami Young, who, a member of the Misfits, was just ringside in the last match, aiding Tenra to a victory over Abraham Ali. Well, Rami Young certainly looks hyped up for her debut here in NGW. We'll see how she fares alongside Laura Wade. Ooh, jazzy feeling here. Off a lot. Oh, shaking what the good Lord gave her as well. There's team number 2, Rami Young and Laura Wade, and now last out of the gate, Kelsey Hayes. The vibe I get off of this entrance here is definitely that Kelsey might be a bit full of herself. Not always a bad thing, though, to be confident in your own abilities. It's only when it's taken too far that it might hinder you. Can't make these rash judgments, though, judging the books by their covers. We're about to see which of these women can get the job done and advance to the semifinals of this tournament. All about teamwork in these situations, just as it will be next week when the winners of this matchup face off against Piper Fox and Sonny Octave. It did not. This is the tertiary main event, so we got the co-main event up next, and then the main event is Jacob Anderson versus TZ Mass. Doesn't that hurt? Doesn't that burn? Oh, certainly using up the pyro budget to the best of her ability. Oh, and laying down. What if someone just ran in and pinned her right now? That'd be great. Hopefully she doesn't do it. What is she doing? Not too sure about this lady. Really weird feeling, I should say, fearing. Very weird fearing off of Miss Hayes here. Oh, she just died. All right, and last but not least, I thought it was going to be Rem Kokane who was the probably the odd one of this team, but maybe I was wrong. Here she comes. We're going to get our full first look at Miss Kokane now. Yo, what up, Laser Show? Just in time. Kelsey Hayes just making her entrance for this triple threat women's tag team matchup. You know it, Soul. Soul, you know it, man. That Rem obviously not afraid as she just trots right past the entire lineup. Her opponents in this match. Not even looking them in their eyes, almost as if they're not there. Rem Kokane seems to be very focused. How much? She's like wearing 8 coats or something. She got a lot of apparel on. That's to cost her a pretty penny. That NGW money, baby. But here we go. Of course, all 3 teams active at the same time. All 6 women active at the same time. First pinfall submission inside of the ring. That will deliver victory unto one of these teams, just as we saw Hyper Fox and Sunny Octave do last week. And again, the 2 winning women of this matchup will meet Fox and Octave next week in the semifinals of this tournament, as then the winners of that match will face one-on-one at Departure the 10th of November to crown the inaugural NGW Women's Champion. You got Alex Cole going after Laura Wade, Callie Faria, and Kelsey Hayes battling it out, while Rami Young and Rem Kokane duke it out ringside. And Rami certainly just got her back adjusted off the apron there. That drop kick not doing her any favors. Alex Cole delivering a pretty nasty knee there to the face of Wade, as Kelsey Hayes seems to be the biggest woman, I should say, in this match. Tallest, that is. First glance, it looks like Alex Cole might be the shortest. Oh, wow, look at that. Rami Young making sure that Laura Wade does not tap out by trying to grope referee pose. That's sexual harassment. Rem Kokane seems to already be wanting to put away Rami Young. That was an interesting go to sleep taunt there. Twirling her hips a little bit. You see Callie Faria ringside trying to get back up to her feet, rush to the ring to aid her partner Alex Cole, catching Rem from behind, unbeknownst to Kokane with that Russian leg sweep. Now Laura Wade takes her battle with Cole outside of the ring. Oh, what a super kick that was, delivered by Kokane. Right to the jaw. Callie Faria, now Kokane locking in what seems to be an anaconda of ice on Faria. Kokane's partner, Kelsey Hayes, trying to deal with Rami here, who knocks her down off the apron. Wait a minute, pinfall attempt here by Kokane. Can Alex Cole break up the pin? No, I think that Alex Cole's body might have pushed Callie Faria into a rope break there, actually. Graced but by the wrestling gods. Remember, it is first fall to a finish, first pin or submission in the ring will mean victory. Alex Cole and Callie Faria currently dominating the ring. Alex Cole going to pour to the outside to collect weight as Callie continues to work here on Kokane, putting her up into the high rent district, not a place she wants to be. Now into the tree of woe as, oh my God, Alex Cole ramming Wade back first into the security wall, and Kelsey also planting a snake eyes on Young right down onto the steel steps. These women not taking it easy on each other. They know what's on the line. The chance to make history, become the inaugural NGW Women's Champion. A surefire way to get onto ferocity one day as Callie Faria. With a lateral press on Rem. Rem gets right back up to her feet. Seems to be a bit ticked off. Has to watch herself, though. Check her emotions. Countered by Rem, though, into an impaler DDT. Alex Cole going for something on Wade, but now Rem. Ooh. Wade thought she had dodged that kick, but clipped with the rebound. Quickly trying to get back to a vertical base, using the ropes to do so. Rem has Alex Cole in the corner, trying for something big, I'm sure. Alex Cole saw it coming down. Look at these mounted punches. Kokone, though, pushing her away. Ooh, Kelsey with a standing moonsault to Rami, and Rami looks to be in a la-la land now. Man, this NGW universe is super vocal for this triple threat tag team women's match. Alex Cole, guys, set her sights on Kelsey Hayes to wrap this match up, but Rem coming to the rescue. Kokone interfering. Kick to the midsection, moonlight drive, right onto Young's arm. And look at this, Kelsey Hayes and Rem Kokone dominating the scene. Doing a whole lot of taunting right now when they should probably be trying to win the matches. Now Hayes is going to do. Might be too late. 1, 2. Oh, and it is. Alex Cole just in the nick of time with that save. Uh-oh, Kelsey Hayes, guys. Bow and arrow applied here on Callie Faria. Bow and arrow submission hold. Watch Kelsey Hayes, but it's Alex Cole who again. No, wait, Callie! Callie submits! Callie Faria submits! And it is going to be Kelsey Hayes and Rem Kokone who advance to the semifinals. Callie Faria forced to submit. I thought Alex Cole broke it up. It looked like she did multiple times, but then she gave up. And that's what did it, a bow and arrow submission hold by Kelsey Hayes. Moves these two one step closer to the NGW Women's Championship. So next week it will be Rem Kokone and Kelsey Hayes versus Piper Fox and Sunny Octave. The winners of that matchup will go one-on-one at Departure to crown the inaugural NGW Women's Champion. Another chaotic three-way tag that was indeed, but even so, the night is not over. Our co-main event up next is going to be a good one. I got a good feeling about it. Jared Leon making his debut, and certainly quite a debut it is as he goes toe-to-toe with former NGW champion, the prodigal Ryan Riley returns. And even then, our main event still on the horizon. Jacob Anderson and TC Mass come face-to-face in a preview of what's to come at Departure, where the NGW title will be on the line, but TC Mass not up to waiting after Jacob Anderson cost him his first loss last week. Let's see if Jared Leon can handle the pressure of being in the ring with a former champion. Jared Leon, of course, the brother-in-law of... Oh! What? Is that George King? George King! Back on NGW, the former NGW champion. The second ever NGW champion. The hell is he doing down here? Referee Poe calling for security. George King, unmatched superstar, former European and television champion. George King attacking Ryan Riley. Now what in the hell? Jared Leon doesn't seem too phased, going to try and capitalize on that pre-match attack. The match hasn't even actually started. I guess George King has been hearing all the smack talk Ryan Riley's been jibber-jabbering since Ascendance, of course, where George King defeated Ryan Riley by nefarious means. Riley's been talking a lot of trash on social media backstage about George King, that he beat him unfairly, that if they ever fought again, Ryan Riley would be victorious. And I guess George King has heard enough of it. King returning to the scene of the crime, assaulting Ryan Riley. Well, credit to Riley indeed, as he's going to decide to continue this matchup after that horrendous attack. If I were Poe, I honestly, I probably would have called this match off. Well, Jared Leon, I was about to say, is actually the brother-in-law of Fusion's Bloody Justice. And you see, he had no quarrels about taking advantage of that attack by George King. What the hell, though? I have gotten word that George King's been escorted from the arena by security. Security, for once, actually doing their job, coming down and stopping a fight. Well, a count of 6 right now. And Jared Leon tearing into Ryan Riley here, but before the count of 8, they return to the squared circle. Severe disadvantage. Double R is battling back from, and there we see shades of Bloody Justice by Leon. Of course, Leon also hailing from the Bloody Forest. Bloody Justice getting his brother-in-law this opportunity here in NGW. Look at that big-time headbutt by Leon. I mean, despite the interference by George King, one way or another, this would be a huge debut victory for Jared. Riley must be hurting, but he's not going to make it so easy for the rookie. Irish whip now out onto the apron. Jared Leon going to bring him back in, showing off his impressive strength. Suplex. Almost looked like he was going to drop him for a second. Drags him away from the ropes. Lateral press, attempting to finish this match off early. Tries for a stomp. Riley gets out of the way, though. Just going to pass by each other. Oh, and they do it again. Vintage in and out. And Riley's had enough now, waiting for Leon. They miss each other. Both going for punches. Ryan Riley with the upper hand. Going to go right back into the ring. Jared Leon actually quicker. Kick to the midsection. Oh, and Ryan Riley even dropping down to his knees. That took the air right up out of him. Struggling to breathe. Big time hook. And Riley looks like a wet spaghetti noodle right now, guys. Up against the ropes, Jared Leon slingshotting Ryan Riley back towards the center of the ring. Jared Leon doesn't seem to be done just yet, though. Uranagi slam, some serious oof behind that one. And Riley really just has not been able to get going after George King assaulted him, jumped him from behind. Got a good number of licks in before security pulled him away, and now Jared Leon gonna feast off the crumbs, but Riley denies it. What a spear by the prodigal one, former NGW champion, just chopping Jared in half. Clothesline, back elbow, running Irish whip, though, counters. Does Jared now into the corner, reversal. Oh, out onto the apron, big time kick to the side of the head. Riley back into the ring as Jared Leon looks to be sleeping on his feet, but maybe he was playing possum. Suplex toss. Right back up to his feet. Ryan Riley takes it with a pinch of salt. Belly to back suplex, bridge to pin. 1, 2, only a 2 count. Irish whip into the corner. Jared Leon caught. Throws out the boots, but again falls into Ryan Riley's trap. Scrambling Jared Leon tries to regain his composure. Riley just standing there on the canvas, and once more going to be brought back into the ring by Jared with that vertical suplex. Leon has himself another opportunity. He's going to take it. Lateral press once more. 1, 2. Closer and closer, Jared Leon inches to an incredible debut victory, but oh, even wounded Ryan Riley. 1, 2. Only a 2 count. Still a big-time threat, but another spear and a close count indeed, but not going to be enough for Double R. Short arm shoulder block. And Riley now just getting choked out. Jared Leon bending the rules in his favor a little bit there. Got to watch post count, though. Count of 5, he'd be disqualified. Float over DDT. Right down onto the top of his head, man. Jared ate all of that. Bouncing up off the canvas. Stomps to the knee, and Ryan Riley beginning to wonder what he's got to do here after 2 spears. Didn't get him the pinfall victory, standing corkscrew moonsault. Here is another belly-to-back suplex, bridge again. 1, 2, 3, and this time it does it. Even the pre-match attack by George King, not enough to keep Ryan Riley down, as a game Jared Leon is battled back with that second belly-to-back suplex to deliver Ryan Riley his season's debut victory. But definitely a very strong message sent by George King that he's listening. He's heard the trash talk from Ryan Riley, and he's had enough of it. Ryan Riley has a point, though. George King beat him at Ascendance via nefarious means. Ryan Riley wants a rematch. George King showing up here tonight. You have to imagine that's George King saying, you want a rematch? You got a rematch. What a better place to do it than Departure in 2 weeks, but Ryan Riley barely survives tonight. Will he survive another encounter with George King, though? And now it is main event time, my fine feathered friends. It all comes down to this, and man, I am very excited to see what goes down at the end of our show. But as I said earlier, I do not envy Jacob Anderson, and I would not want to be in his boots getting on the bad side of TZ Mass, the bully, the bulldozer of NGW, who has dominated the scene, torn through the entire roster since he first debuted, injuring a handful, not a care in the world. Tuesday Mass does not give two shits what he's got to do to an opponent to get a victory. The only thing he's concerned with is that NGW championship. And Jacob Anderson last week, man, he just put the what's the expression I'm looking for? I don't remember it, but out of the frying pan and into the fire. Not the exact expression I was looking for, but Jacob Anderson was in trouble before he decided to. Oh, wait a minute, but TZ Max, look at this. I knew Max was going to try something like this. Ambushing Jacob Anderson behind as Anderson thought he was going to enter from the ramp. Quite a trap set there by the NGW champion. Now they just go right after each other. And Jacob Anderson, obviously, the very smaller superstar. That dropkick, not even enough to take TZ down. And look at this. Match not even 30 seconds in. Jacob Anderson suicide dive into a DDT. Mamma mia. It was last week that Jacob Anderson attacked TZ Mask before his match with Jeremy Alexander. Oh, into the security wall, which ended up costing TZ Mask suffering his first ever loss. And that was certainly a big win for Alexander. A lot of jaws were dropped to the floor. Many gasps were heard that night, but now TZ Mask might be more fueled than ever. I think Jacob Anderson, in trying to play mind games, might have made the biggest mistake of his entire career. Look how TZ Mask just took that suicide dive DDT, the slam of the barricade, right back to his feet, guys. This is non-title in 2 weeks at Departure. No matter the outcome of this match here, the title will be on the line. If Jacob Anderson can win this matchup, though, I mean, last week, it was a very clear message sent by Anderson that he's not going to stand for TZ's bullying. He's not going to back down. He's not going to cower in the wake of the Colossus. But again, Anderson has poked the sleeping bear. The bear is awake now. He's pissed off. He's hungry. Anderson throwing everything he's got straight out of the gate. And TZ's just taking it and smiling. Look at that. The charismatic kid busted open as TZ easily just slammed him headfirst off that top turnbuckle 10, 11 times. Now over the top rope, hung up to dry. Into the pin of one. Only a 1 count, though. A lot of people saw last week as a chip in the armor of TZ Mask. Jacob Anderson exposing that Mass is not immortal. He's a human being who can bleed, who can be beaten, but Anderson is certainly feeling the wrath of the bully right now. Still staying in it, still giving it his all. Look at the blood rushing from underneath his hairline. It's got to be a nasty cut across his forehead. Can't really get a good look at it, especially with teeth. Oh my God. Oh, good Lord. Stomps, guys, right to the side of the head. That Anderson, that's exactly what he's going to have to try to utilize against Mass. It's going to be all about that speed and agility up against Mass's superior power, strength. It's absolutely a disgusting way he conducts himself, so malicious. And there's the stunner by the NGW champion, and Anderson laid out bare in the middle of the ring. 1, 2, 3. And Anderson has learned a valuable lesson tonight. You do not get on TZ Mass's bad side. That is twice now that TZ Mass has defeated Jacob Anderson. Tonight, though, was all about sending a message for TZ, responding to Anderson saying, "You made a mistake, kid. This is just the beginning." And at departure, TZ Mass is going to look to end Anderson for good. TZ with the pre-match attack leading him to a victory over his #1 contender. But in 2 weeks at departure, Anderson has the chance to make the comeback when it matters most. But if tonight has anything to say about it, Anderson's odds have just went down drastically. Can the charismatic kid get the job done when the spotlights are on bright in 2 weeks at departure? Or will TZ Mass's reign be long-lived? And will the bully bury yet another superstar that steps up to him? We will have to wait and see indeed, but I am very excited for departure. What a great show. Tonight was a lot of surprises I wasn't expecting, especially George King assaulting Ryan Riley there. It seems like the animosity between them is far from over, guys, and I have been told by General Manager Ken Donahue that Ryan Riley, following his victory over Jared Leon, stormed right into his office and demanded that he get George King a departure, and oddly enough, that's exactly what George King had demanded earlier tonight before he came out and attacked Ryan Riley. So it is official. At departure, we will get the rematch from Ascendant 6. It will be George King versus Ryan Riley, and this time it is going to be no disqualification. So George King not going to have that same ability to use those dirty heel tactics. Well, he will have those same abilities because there's no rules, but at least in this type of junction, this type of match, Ryan Riley can expect it and prepare for it. Whereas at Ascendance, he was not ready for George King to slither away with that cheeky little sluggish win. But we are going to get our live event match. What do we got here? Ooh, the Ali brothers taking on their rivals, the Misfits, in dark match action. Then we've got Johnny Saban battling George King. George King appearing for a live event, whatever. Not that it matters that much. Ooh, how about that Battle Royal? My goodness. I think we're just going to do one-on-one for this. All right, I got to think of a question. Yeah, there's not a lot of people here. I don't think I'm going to do trivia for this. Wouldn't really make much sense. Who's here? Let's just use winner. Let's go back to the old system for tonight. Topher. Taking on, I bet it's going to say Topher. Mark. Topher versus Mark. Pick your superstar. Choose your champion, Stevie. Little Stevie boy. Versus Walter, okay. We'll give him old Gary in his corner. Stevie, they do? From what? I don't remember anything. Well, my memory is not so great. Please jog mine, because I do not recall them having any beef. Oh, were there tweets? So this rivalry going to add another chapter after Tenra was able to pick up a victory over Abraham Ali on NGW. Now we actually get a tag team match between the two duos, and the Ali brothers going to once again get the better of Santos and Tenra. But again, I doubt the blood feud between those two is over. Now Johnny Sabin, who just debuted on this last NGW in that triple threat, unable to get the victory after it wasn't involved in the decision. It was JT Sleuth who pinned Jay Young, but now he takes on George King, who makes a rare appearance for this live event. And wow, Johnny Sabin, man, that's a big one. That's a big one for him to grab. Unfortunately, unable to see it, but certainly for Sabin personally gonna fuel him, I'm sure. Maybe Ryan Riley made a run in during that dark match. Let our imaginations go wild. Anything can happen. So now we've got the presumed #1 contender. Excuse me. My mic there acting up. But as I was saying, the presumed #1 contender for the Rising Star Championship, Stevie Wizard, also a former Rising Star champion in his own right, taking on Walter Bolay of the Armbar Society. As you can see, he's got his tag team partner Gary Reed there at ringside, but Wizard and the current Rising Star champion Anthony Hunt, of course, been battling viciously for months over the title. Last week, Stevie Wizard picking up a victory over William Sullivan, and in the eyes of many, seen as the man who should receive that shot at Hunt come departure next Sunday. But man, these two wasting no time going after each other. Apparently there was a bit of Twitter beef I was unaware of from the end of last season among these men, so I guess a bit of leftover animosity they're gonna sort out here. Look at Stevie Wizard letting out a big shout there. That allowed Walter to catch his breath ringside, come back in, deliver those nasty knees to the chest, surprise, and go right through Stevie's sternum. And The power of the machine. I guess there's a reason he calls himself that. It's not just talk. Stalling Brainbuster. The Armbar Society last week picking up a tag team victory over the Misfits. Also suffered a loss at the hands of the Ali brothers. The news that the NGW tag team titles will be decided in a fatal four-way elimination tag match at Departure. You know, the Armbar Society chomping at the bit to get their name in that match. So far, we only know Brett Curtis and his partner of his choosing be one of the four teams. Goes for a strike from... Oh, that was cool. Wow, Stevie juking out Walter. Look at Walter with that beautiful block there. Little jab to the jaw to get him back for it. Front headlock in the ring. Lets him go, though. And Bolay gets a quick kick to the gut off. Now taking him for a bit of a walk up against the ropes. He leans. Punch to the chest. Oh, tries to go for it again, but Wizard says, "What is enough now?" Irish from the corner. Watch out, Poe. Woo! How about that athleticism by Wizard? Jumping up in like a Hurricane Rana position. Letting off some strikes, rolling out. European uppercut, and that knee right across the face. A whole lot of momentum behind it as well. Uh-oh, here comes the submission expert, though. Walter Bolay at work, grabbing a hold of the arm and the leg. Armbar leg lock combination all at once. Well, you know, Wizard is going to want to most definitely be weary of Walter Bolay's Kimura lock. Stevie gets caught up in that. It is going to be game over. He's either going to tap or he is going to snap. Gary Reed ringside has ended the career of two superstars at NGW with his armbar. That's exactly how dangerous the ABS are. Uh-oh, forearm smashing. This is the setup Bolay looks to use before locking in the Kimura. Wizard must know that as he completely no-sells it. Oh! Super kick out of nowhere. Wizard's loving it. So is the CMV Universe in attendance here. Just one of the many variations of the Stevie kick. Side effect then follows through. Goes for a knee to the back, but Bolay moves out of the way just in the nick of time. Big clothesline and roll through. Well, Wizard going to drop down to the outside, but landing right at the feet of Gary Reed. However, Reed cannot interfere. If Poe sees it, it'll be a disqualification. So not going to risk it as Bolay is back on the attack. Another stalling brainbuster, man. A crack of Wizard's skull off the cement that lies beneath those thin pads. Bolay escapes back into the ring. Oh, not finding much refuge, though. Wizard using it against him. Oh, there's the Stevie stretch. To the layman known as the pump handle stretch. Get a face full of dick while your knees get torn to shreds. Woo, wow. The submission expert he is, though. Bolay knows how to escape down. Now look at this. The Kimura cinched in. Walter Bolay's got Stevie Wizard caught. And Wizard is forced to tap out. Like I said, when you get caught in that, you either tap or you snap. Just when it looked like Wizard might tap out Bolay, Bolay taps out Stevie Wizard. But Wizard, ever the sportsman, showing some respect, at least offering some respect, and Walter Bolay giving a tough challenge. Going to accept said offer of respect. All right, my fine feathered friends, thanks as always for joining me, and I will see you on Friday for Genesis. You know, all the usual. Our website, communityuniverse.4motion.com. If you are interested in joining us, we are on Xbox Live, Xbox One, Xbox Live. Exclamation point join in the chat will give you a link to our website. exclamation point Twitter, Discord, etc. So on. I'm going to give you links to all of our social medias. And I will see you when I see you. Toodles.